A harrowing post-mortem report has laid bare the final agonizing moment of Vincent Ayomo, a young man killed during the Linda Mwananchi rally in Kitengela. The autopsy revealed that the bullet entered through the right eye before causing catastrophic damage to his skull and other vital organs. As the family grapples with this brutal reality, Vincent's brother is now demanding for answers and action against the culprits.
It has been 3 days of agonizing wait for the family of 28-year-old Vincent Ayomo. Today, his kin traveled all the way from Kisumu to Nairobi, hoping that a scheduled postmortem would provide the first step toward accountability.
Postmortem watafanya leo. Sasa tupofika hapa tena tunaanza kuzungushwa. Tumeongoja tangu asubuhi saa 12 mpaka saa 4. Ndio tena tunaambiwa ati bado turudi tena Kitengela, sijui mali walimlekesha mwili sijui nini.
But at 8 a.m., instead of a pathologist report, they were met with a wall of silence. Authorities on site claimed to have no record of the appointment, leaving a grieving family stranded and sparking fears of a deliberate cover-up.
Kwa familia tunaomba for justice. Waone venye watatusaidia. Serikali ndio wanajua venye watafanya hii mambo. Waone venye watatusaidia. Sisi tunataka justice ya Vincent. Na sasa tumekuwa tunazungushwa kuja hivi, enda huko, ilikuwa ni jana, tena tumeambiwa ni leo. Tena leo tunaambiwa turudi Kitengela.
The family expressed heartbreak, saying the delay is taking a toll on the family's mental well-being.
Tunaumia sana, tunaumia. Kama bradangu anaharibika kwa mochari na hakuna hata kitu, tunakuja tunarudi. Sasa hiyo ni nini tena?
Vincent Ayomo was reportedly shot in the right eye while crossing the road, a bystander caught in the crossfire of political tension. As the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, IPOA, continues to probe the incident, the victim's family has been redirected back to the very place where the tragedy occurred. Their demand remains clear: a transparent investigation and the immediate arrest of the officer who pulled the trigger. Marian Barasa, KTN.
We lost our life in Kitengela. That crowd in Kitengela, Mr. Speaker, although I was out of the country, but I have my people in Kitengela. The crowd was peaceful until the police came to shoot at people and throw tear gas, Mr. Speaker. Let Kenyans be allowed to do their associations in peaceful, do their rallies in peace, Mr. Speaker, and the ballot will finally decide who takes what, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it is terrible that Kenyans continue crying because of losing their young people who have just gone to listen to their leaders, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this cannot continue and the police must be reined in, Mr. Speaker, because it is terrible and shameful, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
I did not like what happened last weekend in Kitengela when there were people who were tear gassed in a peaceful rally, and I hope the police will investigate it thoroughly and the culprits will be punished accordingly, because, Mr. Speaker, we are in the implementation of the 10-point agenda, and now that notwithstanding, Mr. Speaker, I want to comment on the fish dying, by the statement by Honorable Agenda on the fish dying in Lake Victoria. Mr. Speaker, this is a notorious thing of greed. They are very, very greedy people who normally use poison to catch fish instead of using nets. And this is what is affecting the fish cages, which should be producing fish much more efficiently than fishing in the lake. And Mr. Speaker, I hope that this matter is going to be dealt with by the security of the lake and increasing the security surveillance in the lake, so that these greedy fishermen don't continue to use poison and kill our people also, because the fish which is poisoned and is sold in the market passes on that poison to the people who consume it. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Senator Buru.
Last week was Valentine's, and the wife of the late Albert Ojwang went to visit him in his grave, and she took for him flowers and told him, "Happy Valentine's, my love. I wish you were here with me, and I hope your killers never rest and they never get peace." And I want us to remember that this is the regime that we are working with, a regime that took the life of Albert when he was inside a cell for voicing out issues against the office of the DIG. Until date, we've never found justice for Albert Ojwang. He left a young family, a wife and a very young baby. And yesterday, again, and please note, we have seen a series of young men being killed inside police stations since Albert Ojwang's death. Others are even sodomized and tortured. Illegal abductions are still going on. Yesterday alone, a 28-year-old Vincent Ayomo was killed with a bullet for simply attending the Linda Mwananchi tour to listen and engage the leaders of this generation, akina Edwin Sifuna, Babu Owino, Anthony Kibagendi, Caleb Amisi, Richard Onyonka, James Orengo, Autopsy, and the many leaders that were there, and the millions of young people that showed up. He was among them, coming there because he has a dream for a better country. He has hope. That is what the Linda Mwananchi team does. It gives us hope. It gives us the strength to fight for this nation. But he was met by a bullet that killed him. And so no, we will not shut up. We will keep talking. We will keep amplifying the evils of this regime. We will keep showing up because we don't have any other country. And if we don't do it, then who will? So yes, we will be counted as being part of the generation that stood out and said, no, enough, you cannot continue killing us. That could have been any of us in that rally, and the way we were mean, it could have been any of us. But Vincent is the one that bullet, targeted and killed. So we will keep fighting. Na Kakamega tunakuja Saturday. Hamuta tuzia uoga. Mushindwe.
Broadcast. We found him lying on his back. His head was nearly severed. Now, these are the harrowing details from the scene where 28-year-old Vincent Otieno Ayoma was found dead following a police-led operation in Kitengela yesterday. Now, tonight, a widow, a brother, and human rights defenders are united in a single cry for accountability and justice. Our reporter, Marian Barasa, gives us the timeline of a night that turned a routine walk home into a family's worst nightmare. Opposition leaders claim 2 people were killed during the Kitengela rally police crackdown.
It was supposed to be a routine Monday evening. Vincent Ayoma, a 28-year-old mechanic and the sole provider for his young family, had just finished his shift. But as the sun dipped below the horizon in Kitengela, Vincent did not walk through his front door. For his wife, Khadija Riami, the heavy silence of the night was shattered at 2:30 a.m. by a phone call that would lead to a discovery no widow should ever have to recount.
Nilipigiwa simu jana, amepigwa risasi akitoka kazi na wafanyikazi wenzake.
The search party was joined by neighbors and friends who eventually came to a haunting halt at a nearby farm. There, in the tall grass, lay the grim reality of the night's chaos.
Kaniambia niende nyuma ya Bata, Kitengela, hapo Lenana, Agrovet. Kuenda hapo, kweli nikiwa hata kwa umbali, juzi mvua ilikuwa inanyesha. Nikatoka tu na hiyo mvua nikaenda. Nikamwona kweli amelala chini. Sasa imepiga macho ikatokea nyuma.
The family claims this was no accident. An activist from Vocal Africa alleges that Vincent was targeted at close range, shot through the eye by police during a rally led by embattled ODM Secretary General and Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna, an event Vincent was reportedly not even a part of.
He was not involved in any way in Sifuna-led rally. And even if he had gone to the rally, what wrong did he commit that warranted police to shoot him in the eye?
This tragedy comes as a section of ODM leaders, including Governor James Orengo and Babu Owino, point an accusing finger directly at President Ruto and Interior CS Kipchumba Murkomen, holding them personally responsible for the state-sanctioned brutality.
Ni wazi kwamba idara ya polisi wengine wanapatiwa instruction kutoka kwingine, kutoka huko juu, na ndio wameambiwa watoroke.
For Vincent's brother Moses Ayomo, the tragedy was preceded by a haunting intuition, a sense of dread so thick he walked off his job hours before the news broke.
Jofre kanipigia simu, akaniambia ndugu yangu amepigwa risasi. Sasa hiyo bado nasikia mazirisasi, bullet zinalia huko kwa barabara. Bado zinalia, ililia mpaka saa 3.
Their family has now moved to Kitengela police station to secure an OB number, a prerequisite for the justice they seek from IPOA. But as the sun sets in Kitengela today, the community is left wondering if the taxes they pay for protection are instead buying the bullets that kill their children. Who is truly safe? Marian Barasa, KTN.
Well, yet another senseless.